All right, thank you, Art. New this morning, a documentary screening tonight could help La Crosse solve homelessness. Beyond the Bridge shows how cities across the country are using a housing-first approach, and it supports La Crosse County's Pathways Home Plan. We are joined this morning by filmmakers Don Sawyer and Tim Hashko, and James Matthew, a La Crosse native who's now Milwaukee County's housing administrator. Thank you all for being here this morning. Great to see you. So let's just start. Tell us a little bit about this housing-first approach that you're spotlighting in the film. What does that mean?
Housing First is permanent housing for all the people that you see on the street, people with mental health problems and addictions. You put them in the housing, but you have to have case management and supportive services. It doesn't work without it.
Right.
And it has a bad reputation right now because people are doing it, just putting people in the housing and it's not working.
And leaving them be. Okay. All right. And so, James, you're from La Crosse, like we said. You now work as Milwaukee County's housing administrator. Milwaukee has the nation's lowest unsheltered population. What is Milwaukee doing right?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing we're able to do is get everybody on the same page. So government, law enforcement, businesses, healthcare, everybody is following one plan.
Okay.
So 10 years ago, there were different ideas between city and the county and citizens. Everybody now speaks with the same voice and supports the same plan, whether, again, philanthropic groups, law enforcement, government. All citizens know what the plan is, and everybody supports that one plan together.
Okay, so you kind of streamlined it.
Absolutely.
Interesting. All
Hey,
right.
so La Crosse has its own Pathways plan. How does the documentary affect that?
Yeah, I think it's good news for La Crosse citizens. It really follows what the documentary shows the solutions are, kind of what we did in Milwaukee. So Don and Tim's film really talks about the spirit of community collaboration. And La Crosse's new plan, it's exciting. We really think the plan is going to work, and they're really following what citizens are going to see in the film.
Okay, great. And then what can people in La Crosse learn from these other cities that you visited and spotlight in the film?
As we traveled the country, we spent a year on the road. We saw so many amazing people doing amazing work, organizations, innovations. But only those cities that have, like Jim was saying, built this homelessness response system on the foundation of Housing First with everybody, all the stakeholders at the table. Only those communities have had real success. So that's the message of our film.
So it takes everyone coming together, really.
Absolutely.
All right.
Well, so the documentary is going to be screened over at the Weber Center. Is it going to be, I should say, what should we expect?
I think you should expect a documentary about homelessness like you've never seen before. It's going to be inspiring, motivating, energizing, and the community, usually communities really rally around this and they march together to solve the issue. So,
The biggest expectation is to learn that homelessness is solvable. Most people don't believe that.
Right.
And this is how you solve it, and it's a win for everyone.
Quick question though, the other cities that you've been to now, have they had a chance to see this film at all, and are they actually thinking about implementing what you guys are suggesting?
yes, well, as we go around the country, we do the screening, do the events, and some communities have a real follow-through, and they implement what we're suggesting, and it really works.
All right.
Some don't.
Right on.
We hope that La Crosse will be one of those.
Yeah,
that
okay.
does.
Do people need tickets tonight? Can they just show up? How does that work?
It's free.
Free to show up?
It's absolutely free. There's reservations for tickets, but you can just come and get in.
You can just show up and get okay, and that starts at 6 p.m. Is that correct? At the Weber Center? Okay. Why would you encourage, people to attend this screening?
I would say from my point of view, it's an education. A lot of people across the country just don't understand what homelessness is. As Tim mentioned, people just don't think there's a solution.
Right.
But there is. So it's really education about how systems work, who homeless people really are and who they aren't. It's just a really good education for people to understand the work that we're all doing.
Okay, great. All right, that's 6 p.m. tonight at the Weber Center. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate your time.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
Stay with us. We're back right after this.